Hey y'all. Yes, honey. So listen, even if nobody comes in here right now, honey, I want to talk about something really, really quickly. All right. So first of all, we're getting ready for the summer solstice. And if you check out the blog spot, I'm going into what we're going to be offering on summer solstice. And maybe on that day we'll have a little surprise as well because I've been asking someone about a little something something for like a couple of months. And we're gonna see if they're ultimately gonna, jump on board. So we'll be going over that. And I'm excited about that, you guys. So, of course, I want to stop here. And I did want to talk about something that happened that's very, very interesting. And, I always say this, but it's so true. Like, regardless of how long I do spiritual work, regardless of what I do spiritually, I'm always amazed by the results of what spirit does. And even to where things happen and I'm just so blown away about how things come about. Okay, so that's how I'm learning, at least in the past 3 or 4 years too. When you ask for something and you do energy work to manifest something, to sit back and trust that it's going to happen the best way for you, right? Not try to dictate how it's going to happen. Even getting out of the, spirit, I need you to show me how this is going to come into play. Because baby, okay, it will creep up on you sometimes where you're like, wait a minute, I never thought it was going to come through this way. So, anyway, something actually went down. I got a reading from a spiritual person that I've been talking to for like, what, 2008, probably before then. And it's just so ironic that I actually purchased some things from them because Spirit was like, get you some, you know, jewelry and stuff. And I was like, I don't trust everybody. I'm very picky when it comes to purchasing crystals and spiritual tools. And I was like, I trust this person's energy. So either way, the person gave me a reading and they actually advised me on something which was so crazy because it was not 100% accurate and it was not to a T, but based on what was being interpreted, I still knew they were onto something, right? And I always tell y'all this is why I like to meditate and prepare myself spiritually. If you're a reader, right, you're someone who could tap into energy and you got a lot going on, it does not deter your ability to read people, but it does help with the accuracy. And so I try not to be stressed. I try not to do a lot of stuff because it will interfere with the reading to where you will tell someone like, hey, there's something that you're planning on doing, but Spirit is telling me do not help this man, blah, 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 blah. They're thinking the whole time that this is the man that you're talking about. They're going to find out it's actually a woman who just has a lot of masculine energy with her. So that's another example of giving a reading that's not like head on, head on. And I would say this too, readings are not always 100%, but there's still a message in the message. And so they were sharing things with me, and I'm like, well, that's not 100% accurate. And y'all, it was like head on. Like during that time, what they were telling me, this person was like doing certain stuff, and I never vocalized it with anybody or anything. I kind of kept it to myself, and they just picked up on it. And I was like, whoa, girl. Once again, I didn't ask for the reading. They just gave me the reading, and it was mind blowing for me. So, by the way, y'all, this is like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I literally last night um, had a dream, right? And I don't like saying it's a dream because for me, dreams are like fairy tales. When I like close my eyes and I escape this reality, like we're going to say 9 times out of 10 because there are some days that I don't remember what I've dreamt about where it was like, damn, my body was just like, bitch, shut all the way off. Okay. You need a break from everything. But a lot of times I would have dreams where it's messages and it does not come through all the way. This is why I said it goes into having a great imagination. Me growing up, had a good imagination. Even going into the fact of, imaginary friends stuff, which of course I didn't believe were imaginary because they would tell me stuff. And of course, now as an adult, I know there were spirit guides and, ancestors and stuff coming through and guardian spirits and past, just a whole bunch of stuff coming through. But I had that growing up. People thought I was crazy. And I told y'all, my mom took me to the doctor to get helped, before she realized what the fuck it fucking was. Okay. And that's crazy because her sister was also like clairvoyant and stuff. So anyway, she came to terms with that. But either way, y'all. So I had an experience last night. And I slept really good, by the way, too. And that's usually what it goes down to when you're having a good night's rest, girl. Either you don't remember the dream or there's tease coming. So I had a dream that I had a phone call. And every time you have a phone call, y'all, because we told y'all about this, girl, okay? My natural gift is dream interpretation, okay? I don't need a dream dictionary. I don't need anybody to explain to me blah, 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 blah. I just naturally know what dreams mean. And it could be a crazy thing where two people have the same dream about something, but the message will be different, right? So that could be a lot. But either way, when you have a dream of a phone call, that is usually a spirit entity or a spiritual energy trying to connect with you to let you know something. So I had a phone call in my dream, and it was the spiritualist. And it's so crazy. I'm about to take out right now. And it was the spiritualist telling me on the phone that she needed me to come and see her. And she was telling me that I need to go see her. And she's just like, yeah, because, you need to do this, you need to do that, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, okay. Like, at first, I'm thinking to myself, like, first of all, baby, I'm not going to go see you. Second of all, bitch, like, But, like, the humble side of me, the respectful side of me in this experience was like, okay, I never been out there to that state. Why not? Let me look at it. And I literally, in this dream, I pulled up Google, y'all, which was like on this flat screen TV. Creepy shit too. This TV, if I had to tell you the dimensions of it, in waking state, I would say it was 100-inch flat screen TV. And I'm pulling up Google on this TV with my fingers to zoom in and shit. I'm like, oh girl, that's like 5 states over. It's gonna take me this long, that long. And I was also thinking for a minute too after I got up, like maybe I had that dream because we were looking up plane tickets and stuff yesterday, right? Where I was looking up Atlanta flights and all that good shit. That's the first thing I fucking thought. But y'all, when I tell you synchronicity and the interpretation of spirit, like literally, she's telling me I need to go see her, blah, 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 da, 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 and I hang up the phone. Once again, after I'm looking on the map on this flat screen TV of where I'm going, I'm zooming in, right? Y'all, the phone rings again in my fucking dream. At this point, I'm sitting on my motherfucking couch. And they're like, hey, so when are you coming? What day are you coming? What time you come? I need to prepare, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking in my head, like, do you have enough room for me? Now, mind y'all, I don't stay at people's houses. I'm not a fan of staying at people's houses. If I'm coming to visit you in town, whatever, I'm going to get an Airbnb, I'm going to get a hotel room. I'm a very private person. I don't share. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't share hotel rooms. I don't do none of that, girl. If money is that tight, bitch, I'm not traveling. Okay. If I need to save some money, bitch, I won't be eating out, but I'm definitely getting my own hotel room. Okay. Something's going to be worked out. So I was just like, bitch, thinking to myself when she asked me, it's like, baby, do you have room for me and my dogs? Like, I'm thinking this. And then the other side of me is like, bitch, first of all, I don't sleep at nobody's house. So it was like a double-mindedness going on in this experience. So I was like, okay, do you have room? And then the other side of me was like, bitch, I don't stay at nobody's house. So either way, y'all, this experience ended. I wake up and it was 8:34 in the morning. Now, this is very significant, y'all. So 8:34, got up, started my day, got ready, put on my body, exercise and stuff, ready to go out and walk, do my little thing. And everything was great. But I felt like a little off, right? Because I'm thinking about that experience I had. Like, damn, I had that weird ass dream about this spiritual. So I'm going to have to send her an email because maybe like spirit is like, girl, there's something going on. And I was going to email her today and say, hey, is everything okay with you? Because I had a dream about you. And I don't have a dream about spiritual people like that, especially like we're not connected like that. And I doubt that means that you have a message for me, right? So I was like, I'm gonna hit her up, but I'm gonna hit her up later tonight. So I'm out and about, y'all, and I get a phone call. And I get a phone call from the person that the person gave me a spiritual reading about 2.5 weeks ago. And they were not asking when I'm coming to see them or none of that, but they needed my help. And I was like thrown off for a minute, right? Because like I feel like your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, like they both know when things are going to happen, the way things should happen, and how it's going to happen. And I feel like when the subconscious mind is trying to send a message to your conscious mind, then you're like thrown off with something like, wait, what? So I was like thrown off. Well, I was like, wait, what? What's going on? So they were like, yeah, I need you right now. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. And I was like, okay. So y'all, not thinking about this at all, right? Not thinking about the dream I had or anything. I go assist. I have to go change my clothes because, girl, I used to, girl, that's a whole nother story, girl. I'm never going to get into that. So I end up going home to change my pants. I end up going to go, assist them. And everything was good. And I was just like, oh, girl, you lucky, blah, 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 do. Because, when this happened, blah, 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 blah. I let it go. Still not thinking about it, y'all. Then I ended up talking to my mom, and we were just talking about a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm coming to see you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, girl, come and see me. Still not thinking about the dream I had about this spiritual person telling me I need to go see them in this state, right? And it's a state I've never been to. And I totally forgot this is even a fucking state, y'all. No shade. So sure enough, like 2 hours later, okay, from 2 weeks ago, the reading happened. In the dream, there was 2 phone calls, and it's the two again, right? So I get another phone call from the same person, and they're like, yep, I need you to help me again. Blah, 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 blah. I'm still not thinking about this experience that I just had last night, y'all. So I go assist, do my thing. I say, listen, I'm going to go home for 2 hours and I'm going to relax my mind because, when it comes to stress and all that good stuff, I tell y'all, I'm a very sensitive person when it comes to energy, and I can feel people's tension and energy and all that good stuff, like to where it gets my motherfucking ass sick. Okay, when I say sick, like we're talking about headaches, we're talking about nausea, we're talking about like diarrhea and shit, girl. So I was experiencing a little of that, which is so crazy. And I was like, yeah, let me go home and take a break for 2 hours to regain back my energy and stuff. And clearly I got it because that's why I'm on here with y'all. And I'm literally about to go back out and run some errands and get me something to eat and shit because I haven't ate yet. Prepare my dinner. Y'all, why did it dawn on me when I was on the phone with this person while they were waiting for their other assistants to come out that I got a reading on this person 2 weeks ago, and I knew I had a reading on this person because I haven't told them about it. Like, I got advice from a spiritualist, and they told me that I need to mind my own business. I need to mind my own business and stay in my own motherfucking lane, and I'm not capped to save a hoe, and I can't rescue everybody. So, bitch, I was just, girl, I said, why is it I get a reading from a reader 2 weeks ago? And I literally had a dream last night that they called me and told me that I need to come and see them. And they gave me 2 calls. And why thinking about it right now that you called me 2 times for assistance? And y'all, like even right now, I'm getting chills when I think about that right now. Because I'm like, it's so crazy to me that I get the reading 2 weeks ago, and maybe 2 weeks and a half now. No, it's actually 2 weeks ago now because Monday would be 2 weeks even. So we say a week. Well, it's still 2 weeks because today's Saturday. Monday's in 2 days. Okay, so that's still 2 again. 2 weeks ago, two, whatever. But it's just so ironic that they tell me 2 weeks ago about another situation that was going on with the person, and I was kind of like not mind my business and offer help. And then they're like, no, I advise you to stay in your lane and not worry about anything. They're going to work it out. Everybody go through their own experiences. They got to learn from those experiences. And I think that's a little hard for me as well. And I always tell y'all that because I feel like, my purpose on this earth is to be an assistant to people. And so when I see that people are going through stuff, or I see that people are experiencing discomfort, I feel like I can help with that. And it's not me being a Karen or me being someone who put myself into the situation, especially when it comes to like best friends and sisters and people that I love and I care about. Like I would drop everything to make sure that they get what they need to get and how they need to get to. That's just me, right? Even though that wasn't always my story, and even though back in the day when I needed help, outside of these people I know now, nobody helped me to where I had to get into the adult industry and I had to do other things that I was not comfortable with doing just to make sure that I had a roof over my head, food in my mouth, and I was good. So looking back on that, like I said, I just, I want to help. And so to get that message 2 weeks ago and literally me follow those orders, really just saying, I'm going to mind my business with everybody, friends, sisters, brothers, associates, even when it comes to clients. Like I really been minding my business. Like, bitch, if it does not pertain to me, I'm minding my business. If there's something you need help with, then that becomes a whole nother matter, and then we'll go into that. But I'm not going to overexert my energy. I'm not going to overstep my boundaries. I'm not going to, offer that maternal guidance, right? And I think it's what parents go through when they have kids that grow up and become grown as adults, and they want to kind of dictate how you live your life. And maybe that's what they be feeling, because I'm like, yeah, I be feeling like that sometimes with my people. But anyway, but to have that come into fruition and the way that it came in, it was like, whoa. And once again, they didn't say anything about you're going to have a dream about me or any of that. I literally have a dream about them talking about me going to go see them. And the person that they gave a reading to me about 2 weeks ago that pertained to our energy and the dynamic of our relationship literally pops up today twice. And I always tell you this, when things happen, I'm always thinking for a quick second, what is spirit trying to say? And a lot of times I'd be like, ooh, I don't want to come off as the bitch. I want to come off as the mean girl. I don't want to come across as I want to come across as that. And spirit is like, bitch, you don't have to. The past 2 weeks that's been a meditation. Bitch, you don't have to be the mean girl. You don't have to be the rude girl. You could just mind your own fucking business. And unfortunately, that's not my concern. Bitch, you don't have to tell them off. You don't have. And so that's what it has come to, especially going into when you give people advice. And this goes into two ways too. When something comes up and you're like, listen, right? That's why I said spirit tells you to mind your business. So just a little sidetrack or a little back note. We're going to go back a little bit. Okay. Before the situation took place 2 weeks ago, this individual was wanting to do some things, and though they're used to a past thing, and that's another thing too, I feel like a lot of us, we like to hold on to past experiences, right? Our past relationships. And y'all know I'm good at letting things go. Okay, I'm good at letting friendships go. I'm good at letting business connections go. I'm good at letting a lot of stuff go. Okay, because once again, baby, I don't need that stress on me. Okay, I don't need no heart disease. I don't need none of that shit, no diabetes, because all that shit comes from stress, high blood pressure. All that shit comes from hold on shit that does not serve you. And people don't understand that. Metaphysically, all that shit is tied to that. So going into that, you haven't dealt with this person in like 8 years. Energy have changed. And I had an experience with that person as well, which was not good. And I know everybody's experience with other people is different, but I'm just saying, I paid for a service and I ended up forking out like $700. Okay. And then I had to turn around 3 months later and fork out another $2,700. Okay. I wasn't too happy about that, right? And on top of it, I still pay the car note. I still have to pay car insurance on my car. So it's like, girl, I was like, girl, all out of luck, girl. And at that time, girl, I was planning and bringing in like $3,000, $4,000 a month. So it's just like, I was already like fucked up by this person. And there's nothing I could have done because we didn't sign a contract or any of that. So like I said, that was that time frame ago. So you done already left, done things. You've come back. And now you're like, well, I know this person know how to do certain repairs, certain work. I'm going to go back to them, knowing that that is a distance, right? Knowing a lot of stuff. And then, like I said, I got a red flag, right? Spirit was like, warning, warning, warning. So, of course, I shared my warning. And I'm like, listen, I would recommend that you go to an actual repair place that can give you insurance or that can give you a warranty. And if something go down, there could be receipts and stuff that they did the work and blah, 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 blah. So that way, if you need to dispute the charges, you can. If you need to go to court, you can. And of course, the person was just like, no, like, I want to do this my way. So I'm like, okay, girl. And I could not let it go, y'all. We're talking about like 4 days. Like, it was bothering me. I was like, no, they need to go to a local person. And then that's when the spiritualist reached out. Once again, no conversations about this with nobody, y'all. I didn't share this with nobody, not even my mama. I kept the shit to myself. the whole process, the whole time. And literally that person reach out and say, spirit is showing that something is going on, and um, you need to not you need to let them deal with their own issues. You need to let them deal with what they're going through. What they're going through is a learning experience, and you need to let them deal with that. And so, of course, I'm like, at first, the human side of me is like, bitch, why you don't sit there and tell them what I need to do? But once again, the flip side, I'm like, well, spirit is clearly telling them this because I never brought this up to anybody. So now I need to humble myself and I need to listen. Because, of course, signs throughout the whole year, and y'all go back to my videos, I always say, it ain't my business. And I'm not saying that because I'm not saying that to say that. Like, that's really has been my mantra. Like, bitch, stay in your own fucking lane. Because when you need something, you're going to have to put two and two together to make that happen. Ain't nobody going to make that shit happen for you. Not even if they're able to do so. Like, you need to worry about you. And so I literally been making that my mantra for at least the past 2 years. And like I said, for all this to come into manifestation, it's like, whoa, y'all. It's like, whoa, like, girl. Like, it's all a part of the process. And I need to stay and mind my business. There's changes going on this planet with everybody. Everybody is being aligned and misaligned with things. And people who don't want to, and I keep telling y'all this, and I'm not telling y'all this to be mean and to be fucked up. But if you're trying to elevate and you're trying to get to another level of your spirituality, of your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, bitch, the old shit gotta go. The old shit gotta go. Old people, old relationships, like, bitch, fuck the dumb shit. Ain't no, we're just connecting. Back in the day, we connected with people because we felt familiar with them, right? Like, I'm a friend to you because I feel like you can understand things about me. I like you because you're also, you look like me, you act like me. But in this new era that we're getting into, bitch, there's a whole bunch of energy stepping through that does not look familiar to you. And that's what growth looks like. It's stepping outside of your comfort zone. Growth is stepping outside of what you're used to being safe with, because especially saying that you're a spiritual person, especially saying that you have guardians and you have ancestors and you work with these orishas and these deities, and I'm a God-fearing woman and I believe in Jesus Christ. Even Christians are being tested. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of these Christians think they're being tested by the devil when they're actually being tested by God. They actually think they're being tested by Satan and Lucifer, and the enemy is winning and the devil's ruling his planet and blah, blah, blah. But they're actually being tested by the Most High. Bitch, there's trials and tribulations before you can get over the motherfucking hill. And like I said, we all have to go through it. So all of the discomfort that people are feeling, it's not my duty to step in and say, hey, I'm here to save you. I'm here to help you. Especially you don't want to help yourself. Especially you're just like, no, I'm stuck in my ways. Especially if you know, sitting there for a minute, like, because you know these relationships better than I know these relationships. Sitting there for a minute and say, well, what have this person done for me in the past 5 years? Hell, thinking about your life experiences. Bitch, you done got married, you done got divorced, you done lost a baby, you done lost a man, you done lost a woman, you done lost a job, you done lost a house, you done lost a car, you done got fucked up credit, you got kicked out of this, you done kicked out of this. When you were going through these experiences and these people knew about these experiences, how were they getting involved in these situations? Were they offering comfort? Were they saying, hey, you know what, if you need somebody, blah, 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 I'm there for you. Hey, you need to get from point A to point B, I can assist you. Hey, when you're hungry, girl, even outside of them offering that, girl, I'm here if you need me. Were they doing that? Because if they were not, that might be a sign that you need to let their asses go. And that's a lot of reason why people are also having financial issues. They're having health issues. They're having a lot of other issues going on with themselves. It's nothing to do with people doing workings against you. It have nothing to do with anything that you're doing. Well, outside of you fucking with energy you should not be fucking with. Oh, my candle that I lit was black. Oh, the candle that I lit is keep going out. This is spirit telling you that you need to change your energy. You need to change your surroundings. If you relocated to another location, it's time to let the people at that other location go. That's an old chapter. That's an old world. That's an old dimension. That's an old self. Okay, if things have happened, things have transpired, and there was nobody in the motherfucking picture, that's you need to start all over. Girl, hold on, girl. No, ain't no hold on. Girl, I gotta end this, girl. I gotta end this show. I gotta end this, girl. I gotta end this, girl. Hold on, I gotta go. I gotta go, girl. Hold on, I gotta go. Wait a minute, girl. Let me give y'all a commercial. Anyway, y'all, just wrapping it up right now because I gotta go. It's so amazing to me how spirit communicates to us. And it's always like, do we fucking listen? And I will say this, I listen very well. Um, and it's just I had like I said, I had confirmation today how everything was gonna go, how everything went before it even went down. And even going into the dream I had, like I said, the person who gave the reading was in the dream calling me and telling me that I'm going to go see them and gave me the state and all that. And I know that the dream was symbolic for the friend I gave you a reading about is going to be calling you today 2 times. Now, I don't know if that was a conscious thing because I'm definitely going to be reaching out. You know I am, girl. I'm definitely going to be reaching out. What did they know that the friend was going to be calling me and needing help? Because they really didn't need help during that time. But we're getting ready to do the summer solstice event. And I'm doing my little mini vacation there. And also I had plans for certain things. And I'm like, oh, I'm still gonna do my initial plan. But the second plan, so I'm gonna have to put that on hold until next week or the following week. Honey, no shade. Because baby, I don't want to interfere. Okay. I got my own shit I gotta worry about. And girl, we'll be coming through and we'll be telling y'all too come August. By August, girl, we got a surprise that we want to share with my people. Ow! I want to share with my people, girl. Come August, girl. We've been working hard on some tea, and I got to listen. We could share it actually now, but I like to wait. I don't like to count my eggs before they hatch. I like to let the eggs hatch first, and then show off the eggs that motherfucking hatched. Ow! Anyway, so let me see what's there. It says I got one comment. Okay, who the comment? Oh, okay, come on in here, Jay. Okay, come on in here. Spirits always reign true. I know that's right, honey. Happy solar return. Thank you so much. Come on in here, Melly, 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 Melly. Hey, Melly, 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 Melly. Must be Melly. Shaped like jelly. Jelly, 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 jelly. No, what is it? How does that song go? It must be jelly because jam don't shake. It must be Melly because, what sounds like that? Jam, jelly, Mel. It must be Melly because Melly don't shake. Oh, girl. I don't know. Anyway, you get the picture. Come on in here. Long time no see. Hope you are well. Melly, 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 Melly. Yes, honey. Hope you are well. Hope you are well, darling. How you doing? Listen, y'all. I'm going to get out here, y'all. It was hot today, y'all. It was hot today, girl. It reached 101 to motherfucking day. You hear me? To motherfucking day. It reached 101, y'all. And they're like, well, we keep telling you that you technically live in a desert. What type of desert do I live in? And the bitch was all like, well, is your house dusty? Yeah, girl, it gets dusty like every 3 days. Yeah, that's the desert, babe. The temperatures are dry, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's the desert. Fuck you, bitch. You can ask your ass. Talk about we live in a desert. The fuck up out of here, girl. No, the fuck we don't, but I guess we do. It's just 101 today. Hotter than a jalapeno coocher, girl. Okay, a jalapeno coocher, not a jalapeno coochie, a jalapeno coocher. Ow! Jesus! Anyway, y'all. Anyway, girl. Y'all, I gotta go. Loving like y'all. We'll be coming back here. I might say the summer solstice for the first episode of Beyond the 11th Gate. Oh, girl, I'm getting hiccups and shit, and my phone is going off, girl, like a motherfucking hoe. But anyway, yes, girl, that's pretty much it, y'all. That's it, girl. We'll be coming back here. We got some teas we're gonna be doing, girl. We've been touching on some teas, okay? And I totally forgot. I need to email one of y'all. One of y'all emailed me 2 days ago. Didn't even fucking see the email until fucking this morning. And I said, girl, I need to get up on that, girl, okay? Because listen, okay? I'm big on y'all, okay? Anyway, y'all. Bye for now, okay? Love and light, truespiritmystic.blogspot.com. And I'll definitely be seeing y'all soon, okay? It's good seeing you, Melly and Jay. Bye for now.